upset with me that I'm not paying full attention to her. So we're just gonna sit here and try. Just relax. Okay, so LYS Beauty is a new beauty brand that just was released in Sephora, and it is their first ever Black-owned clean beauty brand. Do you want down? Which I thought is so amazing that Sephora is starting to carry more Black-owned beauty brands, because they just didn't have enough before. Like, it just still doesn't have enough, but you know, slowly going in the right direction. If you hear pitter patter, that's her. I'm sorry. She tried to put her in the other room, and now we're chewing on things. I love the puppy phase. If you have any suggestions for puppy training, let me know down below. All right, so we're going to dive in. I have the full collection that they launched with. I wasn't able to get the brushes, unfortunately, but we do have everything else. We have the Triple Fix Serum Foundation. We have the Gripping Serum Primer. They also came out with a lip oil, which surprisingly was one of the first things to sell out, so I'm really excited to try this. And then we also have their cream blush. This packaging, isn't that just so adorable? The unicorns are so cute, but the actual like packaging inside is like even better. So cream blush, matte bronzer, and their translucent setting powder. Oh, she figured out where the treats were. I found it very interesting that they came out with a cream blush and then a powder bronzer. I'm not a huge fan of cream products, I will admit. I am starting to dabble into them. My all-time favorite blushes of 2020 was in my 2020 favorites. I will put that in the cards and down below, was the Rare Beauty liquid blush. So, you know, getting out of my comfort zone, trying new things. So did want to get one of the blushes to test it out. Not too sure if it is okay to put over powder. Maybe we'll try both sides just to see, but I can't remember what it stated. If you are not familiar with the brand already, I highly suggest checking out their website. I will link it down below as well. They have so much information, and I really just admired how transparent they were about their brand and, you know, the message behind the brand to everything that's in their products. All of their products are vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free, which I found really amazing. But I especially loved that they were very informative in terms of talking about the ingredients that they chose for their products. They list it and explain like what it's good for, all plant-based natural ingredients, which I really appreciate and found amazing. It was also really cool that I think it was 30%, check, but they used 30% post-consumer materials for their packaging, which I think is just absolutely amazing to not only want to be a clean beauty brand, but also take into consideration the environment as well. So absolutely love everything about the brand thus far, and I haven't even tried anything yet. Also, one thing you'll notice is that all their packaging is triangles. You'll see triangles everywhere on their unicarton. And that's just like part of their branding, and it symbolizes change for them. It represents change, an important brand pillar. Not only are we shifting the clean beauty conversation, but we want to remind our customers that at any given moment, on any given day, they can positively change the way they treat, talk, and love themselves. So I'm not sure if I did mention, LYS does stand for Love Yourself. I just really love the message behind all of that and what they stand for. So, you know, I think that's a really great name, and them working on diversity, even seeing the shade range of the foundation, like, you know, it's setting the new standard for the beauty community. I really appreciate it. So we're going to dive straight in and try all of these products out. I'm going to start with the Gripping Primer, which I have right here. And all the packaging has this beautiful like rose gold finishes or packaging to it, and you also have the triangle on the tube here, which I think is just so unique. So we're gonna dive right into this one. I've never tried, oh, I have no idea how much I need of this. It's just kind of like a, not sure if you can see that, gel consistency. I never tried the, what is the grip and primer that was like huge rave before? I think it's from CoverFX. Grip and primer, I think that's what I'm thinking of. Never got the chance to try that one out. She has the hiccups every time she eats or drinks. Don't know what it is. Gets hiccups. What are you doing? Anyways, never got the chance to try that one, unfortunately, because it was always sold out, so I can't really compare that to this one, but I do really enjoy the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip primer, so I could, you know, compare it to that one at least. This one feels very tacky. Doesn't have like any scent or anything. Almost feels like it's drying down. Yeah, that's so strange. It's actually like drying down, so it doesn't feel tacky once it actually sets in. I wonder if it would still have a lot of grip even if it is like sinking in. Interesting, all right. And it has niacinamide in it as well, which is good for pore filling and smoothing effects. Yes, I have a bunch of lovely friends right now on my face. I have so many other things to chew. She's not happy with me. I took the pillow away. Excuse me. Gooey. Her all-time favorite toy lately has been a stuffed boba cup that I got her because Logan and I are both obsessed with bubble tea. So I find that hilarious that that is her favorite toy. Okay, so yeah, I have some problem spots to cover up. We'll see if this foundation does that. I want to say it was buildable. If I can find it. Light to medium coverage. It is a serum foundation, which I've never tried a serum foundation, I don't think. So it's, from my understanding, a very natural, you know, glowy look to the skin. So I am excited to see how the effect looks. But yeah, coverage, I'm not too sure how much we're gonna get out of this. I chose the shade LN6. Hopefully this will be a good shade match. I'm not always the best when it comes to choosing shades online, so fingers crossed. And on their packaging too, they do mention key ingredients as well, which I really do like. It's not just the ingredient list. Yeah, and it says use a sponge or foundation brush. I think I'm going to do one side brush, one side sponge. Here's the foundation. Again, gorgeous packaging. It does kind of bother me that like your fingerprints instantly get on this, but that's totally cool. Still gorgeous. It's a frosted glass bottle. It's just so pretty. So I'm gonna give this a good shake. It does have a pump as well, which I really appreciate. We're going to grab my favorite foundation brush, which I still have not figured out what this one is. I got it from my BoxyCharm box during the summer, and I don't know what it is. So I apologize for that, but we're gonna go in with that one. I am going to go dampen my sponge as well. I think we'll use my AOA sponge. AOA products in general are amazing. I have to make a video of that one day. There's just so much stuff they're constantly putting out to try, but everything is $1. So if you're into affordable makeup, I definitely suggest checking out their stuff. But their sponges are amazing. I'm guessing it's gonna be very liquidy. Oh, I don't know about that shade. Yeah, this shade, oh boy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, wrong shade. So this is gonna be a drag down the neck type of day. Probably would be my summer shade. I'll say that. It's doing a little bit of like weird clinging in some areas. Sponge did help it over for here, but around my nose it's just not looking too hot. It's not pilling, but it almost looks like, it literally looks like I have dead skin sitting on my face. But I can like brush it away. then that picks up the rest of it. What is going on there? Could just be the brush. Let's just go in with a sponge and try that. So how has everyone been? I know I haven't been on social media much at all in the past month. If you follow me on Instagram, you may know why that is, but I am so happy to get back in to just the love of makeup again. And you know, I tried to not, I always used it as like a distraction, and I tried really hard not to distract myself from the situation that was going on. I tried to do my best to let myself heal, and not just throw myself into distraction. So that is why I haven't done much with the makeup, but very excited to be back. A few nights ago I went to Walmart with Logan and found a bunch of stuff I was so excited about. The certain Walmart, I guess, was doing like a facelift, and just their makeup section was just amazing. That will be an upcoming video. I almost feel like my skin looks textured right now, which doesn't really make sense because like it is a more dewy foundation. Okay, so I would definitely say a sponge is way better for me personally. And I would say honestly, coverage wise, you get about the same with a sponge and a brush. It's not bad. I will say that is not bad at all. I've definitely tried worse, way worse before. So it'd be interesting to see how this would sit on my skin. Could also just be how the primer's reacting underneath. Totally sets down, like does not feel sticky tacky, nothing whatsoever, which is really interesting. I was expecting to having to set my entire face with this. It does look a lot better now that I've used the sponge. Like I am warming up to it a lot. The shade isn't horrible. You can just kind of see it on my neck. All right, so let's throw on the lip oil, and then I'm going to go off camera and just do my brows and concealer real quick, and then we'll continue. Actually, we're not going to do that because I have a cream blush. Sorry, I will say afterwards. Okay, this was the packaging for it, also in the triangle tube, which is super cute. It looks like it has a tint to it, like rubbing it on the tissue, it almost looks like tinted peach, but you really don't notice it at all when it is on your lips. Okay, so put the lip oil on for about 5 minutes now. I like it. I definitely do really like this. I read the packaging while I was doing my brows and concealer, and it actually says that you can put it on top of lip liner and lipstick, so it's almost like you can use it like a gloss, which I really enjoy that about it. It gives off the look of, I cannot remember the name of it, but there's a lip gloss that launched recently that was supposed to give you like a lip filler look. It's just very smoothing. This totally reminds me of that, just because it's so glossy and plump, and like you don't see any lines or imperfections on my lips. So that is pretty neat. I think there's a lot of different great ingredients in here that is good for that. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I will say it does say apply generously, but I put not a lot on initially, and then it almost feels like not sticky. I'm not gonna say sticky, not like an oil, like there's not enough slip. So I would say apply generously, or else you're gonna have that like weird, okay, like this isn't like, feels like an oil. So do really enjoy that. And okay, so I have concealer. I'm going to set one side and then do the cream blush on top of powder just to see what happens, because it doesn't specify on the packaging whether it can or not. So we're just gonna play around with it. So I'm gonna go in with their translucent setting powder. They had a couple different shades of this one. I just got the translucent one, and it's in this gorgeous reflective rose gold, why do I keep saying that? Rose gold packaging. My under eyes are extremely finicky, like very finicky. I can't really use regular powders translucent powders, loose powders under my eyes. It just doesn't work. I always use a powder foundation to set my under eyes, but we're just gonna give it a whirl and see what happens, because you never know. It feels pretty soft, I will say that. It's very smooth. I already have creases. Welcome to my life. Yeah, see, instantly darkens under my eyes. It just feels how it's always been for me. That's okay. We can fix that after with something else. I think we might just be having a bad skin day, you guys. Which, you know, we all do have at times. It's just frustrating when it's a testing day and that happens. Pretty big there. I'm not sure if you can see that. Focus. It's just, no, it's very flattering on that area. It's totally okay. And I just got the lip oil in my hair. That's great. Forgot that was on my hand. Oh my. This is what happens when we don't film for a while. Okay, moving right along, we're gonna jump into the cream blush, which actually the packaging is slightly different. It's not the metallic reflective rose gold. It is more of like a matte finish, which is pretty cute. Kind of makes it easier to know what is what when you have a bunch of these triangles. And I got the shade Self Love, which is this one right here. It just looked so pretty on the website and the swatches. I was instantly drawn to this one because it just felt like I didn't really have anything similar in my collection. I'm gonna use a bit of a denser brush, and let's do wool. That is so creamy and like emollient. I barely touched that one. It definitely blends out. Like the color might look a little bit intimidating, but I think this formula would blend out pretty easily. So let's just dabble into here. I think I'm just gonna pat it on the back of my hand so I don't take too much. Pat this on. Luna is full out snoring behind me. I think she's dreaming. Definitely very pretty. I really like that color. I'm gonna try it on the other side that is not set at all. I'm just going to dab this out with my sponge. Don't look too crazy. Definitely really like that color. It just has a very natural flush, like healthy looking. The side that had powder, like you don't feel the blush at all. This side still feels a tiny bit tacky. I'm not sure if it will set down completely, so we will wait and see. It does seem like the cream blush does set down if you give it just a minute. I'm just gonna quickly go in with just a little bit of my J-Cat Aqua Assurance for under my eyes, because it is driving me crazy how those look right now. Last but not least, we have the matte powder bronzer, which I'm very excited for this one. I think the shade will work pretty well with me. I got the shade Harmony, which was the medium shade. Almost got the light shade, but the light shade looked a tiny bit more warm toned. So I almost prefer to go in with a slightly darker one, and then just like a very light hand. There's a lot of bronzers I find do pull semi-orange on me because I am fair skinned. So we're gonna take our Real Techniques, that is not a Real Techniques, we're gonna take our Beach Cosmetics #1 brush. This was the Rose Gold collection. I do really like the tone of that though. Alright, so that is it, you guys. That is all the products that we used on our face today. All the cheap products, the primer, lip oil, and the foundation. So I'm going to quickly finish up the rest of my makeup and come back and tell you my final thoughts on these. Alright you guys, so here's the finished look using all the LYS products. I just quickly did a little berry look on my eyes using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Volume 2. I just went in with Loli Mama and Oh Hello, and then also the cream shade up here. Just for a quick eye look, I've been still testing out the Sky High mascara from Maybelline. I went to so many drugstores to hunt this thing down, but it was sold out literally everywhere since it's been blowing up on TikTok. Still testing it out. Yeah, you will hear my thoughts on that one in an upcoming faves and flops video. Quick lip combo is my Essence lip liner in Because Duh with MAC Influentially It, and then threw on Persona Cosmetics lip gloss in Shortcake on top. Oh, and also cookie highlighter because I've been obsessed with this lately. Alright, so for the LYS products, I will say I did definitely really enjoy some of these products. Other ones I feel like I need to test out more. I'm the type of person that I don't always have my full thoughts the first time trying something. Sometimes you just need to try it in different ways. Someone's awake. You want to say hi to everyone? Do you want to say hi? Oh, thank you. Say hi. Say I just woke up. Yeah, so there's a couple things I definitely need to test out more. I will not do a full day wear test filming today, but I will leave a pinned comment down below just how it wears for the rest of the day. I will say, I don't know if it was that it warmed up to my skin or whatnot, but the foundation does look much better now than it did on first application. Still not super happy with this area. I don't know if it was just how my skin reacted with the primer or what it was, so I definitely need to test out the foundation just on its own and the primer maybe with other foundations of mine that I know work well with my skin. The translucent setting powder didn't do like a whole lot for blurring. I just kind of felt like it was a standard setting powder. Again, need to try that with other products of mine. Bronzer I did really like. It blended out super easy. I like the tone of it. So yeah, I still really enjoy these products. It's just, you know, having to play around with them a little bit more. The standout ones for me is definitely the lip oil. Really enjoyed that as a lip treatment, and the cream blush. I didn't think I would like this much, but I don't know, you guys. Maybe it's the color. I don't know what it is. It's just so creamy and emollient and easy to blend out. It just, I know it kind of looked a bit rough on the side, but I think it's because of the powder. It doesn't like pick up anything. It didn't do anything crazy weird since I had powder on the side. But I think maybe it is safer just to do it under your powder. But even with like a no makeup look day or anything like that, I just feel like this is so easy to work with, and you know, I'm not used to cream products, and I managed to like blend out and not look like a clown. So make sure you click subscribe down below if you want to see those ones upcoming. And yeah, I think that is all, you guys. Thank you so much for watching and being here. I hope you all have an amazing day and week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, beautifuls.